What's up, YouTube? Check this out. What we're going to be doing is a simple tape up dark Caesar. Let me introduce myself. I am Lovedabarber. I've been a master barber for a long time, over 2 decades. So check this out. What we're doing is a tape up dark Caesar. And what we're going to do is we're just going to darken out the hairline because my young boy is getting a lot of gray, taking care of them kids, taking care of that family. A business young man got to stay sharp and got to stay up to the time. So what we're doing is we're just going to take out and lighten up the back area here. We're not going to go too hard on and making it super hard, but we're just gonna get that blend in there. So check out what we're doing right now as we go all the way to the back of the ear, all the way, because we want the tape up to be a full neck tape up. So as you see, we're just gonna change our guards up, get everything to where it's supposed to be. As I'm looking for my guards, basically, you gotta keep that comb in your hair. You gotta know which way the hair is going. So when you're doing a dark Caesar with the grain, regardless if they have waves or not, a lot of people do not like going against the grain because they want to keep that full darkness, because majority of our hair do have spaces and we do have gaps in our hair. So the best way to not show spaces, bald spots, any cuts and bruises, so we try to go with the grain by making sure the back of the hair do not show its star, its little bald spot area. So it's important that you keep a comb in your hand. And as we go through the haircut, we're just going to show y'all how we just going to keep on going with the grain. You know, keeping our comb in our hand. As we got our guard, we're just going to attack the line right in the cleft and the indignation of his hair in the back. So check us out as we fade that out. Remember, we're gonna go all the way to the back of the ear. We don't stop the blend in the middle. We go all the way to the back. So if you want to learn how to do a tape up, a quick tape up in less than 30 minutes with the hairline, you can easily just charge $50 for this haircut. This haircut is not designed for you to charge $75, $80 because we did not give them a wash. We didn't give them a blow dry. We just going straight to the haircut. Less than 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, $50. So I don't know what kind of professions pay $50 for 30 minutes, but I know if you do want to become a barber and you get your skills together, this is a very simple haircut that's done by majority of men. A nice dark Caesar with a tape up. So just learn the technique. Just look how we're gonna keep the ear all the way down as we get into the ear, pressing down hard because we want them naps and we want the hair that's curly to be straightened all the way out. We're not taking the most hair off, but we're gonna glaze the hair. We got a one guard on there that's all the way up. And so as we comb, you see, we're gonna stay all the way. We're just not gonna stop combing. We wanna know which way the hair is going. Our comb is our best friend. This is why a logo for every barber should have a comb and a razor. So as you see, we're gonna turn it around so y'all can see exactly where we get into that spot. We don't wanna make that line or that little circle hole in the back there. So it's very important that you comb that part. Comb it, comb it, comb it. And make sure that you know which way the hair is going. So you see how we just get in there, take it out. So he's having a little problem with his hairline. So when they have it like that, you press hard, but as you probably can see, I'm lifting a little bit when I get to the hairline area. I'm not trying to press too hard because I really want to see what area is affected. Now watch, bang. You see? So we are pressing hard on the scalp to make sure that the hair do lay down. But when we get to the hairline in the front, we kind of keep it up a little bit, because I'm going to show you why when you look in the video, why I don't really press it down too hard until I have the hair basically in a position I want. Then I'll lay it down. You'll see it as the hair can unfold. So now we just gonna attack the line. We're doing the tape up on the side, a temple taper. And the reason why they call it a temp taper, because the temp is supposed to come straight off your temple. So this is where you start your hard line, and then you just blend it in. You see? Blend that in, guard off. Now we're gonna finesse the blend underneath there. So we finesse in black, a little bit of black and a little bit of silver, which we call gray. I call silver. So we're gonna try to make that silver and black gray so it don't have that hard line. You see? So we're just gonna attack again, temple taper, right at the temple. That's where your hard line is at. That's a 000. Now we're lifting it all the way back up. Then we put our guard back on and we attack. Because the secret to a temple taper that's not a bald temple taper is not to make it so high. Normally once we have the bald taper, we make it really sharp and kind of all the way a little bit above the eyebrows so we can have a real clean blend. So it don't have a fade look, but it still have its taper look. And we keep that comb in our hand because we're gonna keep on going with the grain. We're just gonna keep on going with the grain. You see that? Don't stop. Just keep on going. Now I see the comb through. Don't stop combing the hair when you doing a haircut with the grain. Now look how I took the clipper off. I took the one guard off, and I'm going gently on the hairline because we have a troublematic area right there. And since the area is troublematic, what we do is we'll just, glaze over it. See, we're gonna spray it down with some Got To Be. So when I get it set, I want it set right there. And we'll just dry it down, you see. As you dry it down, the conversation is real good. You see my man facial expressions, you see? So make sure you always clean your blade. That's the most important thing. Every barber should just keep their blades clean because everybody deserves clean blades. Everyone. So now let's do this hairline. Let's go. We want to preserve the hairline, so we're not going too far back. So we're going to create a hairline. We're not going to sacrifice the hairline because we want to keep it. Because you see one spot right there on the right and the left. See, right there, boom, there's a spot. So we're going to outline over the spot. You see that? So since he's spotty in the front, but you still can see a trace of where his hairline is supposed to be at, you know, we're not gonna go cut up in there and sacrifice it. We're gonna keep all that little baby hair that's left. And that's why when we're doing our shape ups, we start in the middle. We do not start our shape ups on the side of the haircut. So as we see, we just gonna get them corners together, and I'm gonna give you some sauce right here. The way for you to get your corners sharp is I want you to always think about a 7. So you see the shape of a 7. So when you see the shape of a 7 and then you put that 7 on that hairline, what that does, it gives you that 45-degree angle that you're looking for. So it's important to get your 45-degree angle on your haircut. So now, as you see, we're just gonna get that beard, pick it out. We're not doing an extra special sauce. This is one of them haircuts when you just want to get in, get out, get sharp, get clean. So he did not go under the dryer. He did not get a shampoo. What he's just basically is getting a simple dark Caesar with a tape up haircut. Now you can easily just simply charge $50 for this haircut, $40 to $50 depending on your neighborhood, the community that you in. Real simple, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. When you perfect this haircut, it should take you no longer than 25 minutes. So we're going on real time. I'm not rushing through the haircut. As you can see, me and my boy, we just conversating. We talking, but as we talking, a great note for barbers, keep your clippers moving. While they talk, while you talk, and you're getting that good conversation, don't stop moving your clippers. Don't get so caught up in the conversation where your clippers is turned off or you just letting them run. No, as you talking, you cut hair. This will make the haircut process better for you. And then if you're like on appointments, for me, you won't be off time. So if you 2 minutes, 3 minutes late, the person know y'all been talking a little bit, but they know you working. They see your hands moving. They don't see you just so engulfed in the conversation where you're not working. So that's important. Even when they talk, you still keep that clipper moving. And the key is hand position and making sure that you keep your hand on them and on their face somewhere that you can direct the facial movement. Especially when you're doing the shape up on a face, because that's when they really want to start talking. Majority of them know that the haircut is about to be over, and we doing this on real time. We're not speeding it up, just showing you how a simple haircut like this, you can charge anywhere, like I said, from $40 to $50. And if you do it in 20 minutes, just imagine if you can get 3 customers in 20 minutes doing a dark Caesar tape up with a little bit of enhancements for $50. That's $150 an hour. And if you do that for 10 hours, that's $1,500 in one day. Now that's a lot of customer, that's a lot of people. That's cutting like 30 people a day. When I was a young barber, that was something I strived for. And cutting in Brooklyn, it was something that was attainable. But back in those days, we wasn't charging $50 for a haircut. That was the good old days when the haircuts was $20, $15 for a light Caesar with a shave, $20 for a fade and a light Caesar. Now things has changed. Barbers is finally moving up to the space scale, and plus moving up to the inflation price, which haircuts should be $70. But I'm not gonna go there. That's not this tape. This is just a tutorial on how to do a quick dark Caesar. It's important, you see, make sure you get inside the nose hairs, get them nose hairs out of there. But like I said, this is just a tutorial on how to do a dark Caesar, how you can get paid as a barber great money if you can do a simple cut like this. While you talk to your man, have a great time talking about all the events, the Puffy events, the Mayor Adams. You can just you can really just have a great life if you become a barber, if this is a profession for you. So as you see, it's not strenuous work, but it's very detailed. Points must be together, lines must be sharp. You must have eye and hand coordination. That's very important. And you must be a great listener. You must learn how to listen and a great problem solver. These are some of the credentials to become a great barber. So we're gonna get behind the ear. Just notice how I take the back of my index finger and I press the ear all the way down. So you do not cut them in the back of the head. You get all that excess hair off this neck, because you know I will be itching. So this is how I make sure you get behind the ears too when you cut hair. It's very important for you to get that ear right behind there so they don't be itching. Then when you clean it, that area feels is a clean of relief, very much relief. So we just putting that line in there, going there. We're going back over the line one more time because we're gonna lay it down with a little bit of fibers and a little bit of spray just to enhance the haircut. So as you can see, it's basically 20 minutes the haircut is finished. So that's a haircut and a shave. So now we're just gonna enhance it. Take another 5 minutes enhancing it. So we can say in less than 25 minutes, you just made $50. Now, you see the spot? We're gonna attack the spot right there. Right in the spot, boom. As you see, the spot disappeared. Now, as you can see, it's gonna be just a little tad heavier because that's where the piece of his hair is at. That's still coming out the cuticle pretty strong. But we're just gonna come all the way around, and that line that we created, that's our indication of where we start. So now here's a little bit of black spray because he is graying. And when he walk out the shop, we just want to make film look good. So we're gonna spray it all the way around, just so we can get it dark, because one thing that will not make a hairline look sharp, if the hairline have a lot of spaces. If there's a lot of space on a hairline, it will not look sharp. So what we doing, we just gonna put a little bit of spray on the face, on the mustache and the beard, just so you don't be looking like he's an old man out there. voila, you can see basically we're done. Like 20 minutes done. But I'm gonna take it to the next level and I'm gonna finesse it. So instead of thinking we're done, let's just finesse it and put some of that razor blade on there. You know, make it real sharp. It's important for when you're doing the sideburns to really clean that area up, because that's the area that grows back the fastest. So that's a very major important part of the haircut that make the haircut look clean when you put that curve going into the sideburns. So it's very important. So we're basically doing a dry shave because my clipper is really good clippers, so I don't have to put no lotion on them because of the simple fact that majority of the hair is really gone. So you see, stretching the skin, making sure you stretch the skin, making sure that all the excess hair from that the clipper didn't get, you taking it off. Just give them an extra 4 or 5 days out there sharp. You see that? And that's just the gist of it. That's the haircut. We basically done now. We coming to home place. We're gonna lay some razor gleam down. We're gonna get that curve looking super sharp. He's outside. Make sure he's looking good out there. Right back to the phone. Gotta check himself out. And see, right up in there, it's especially important to stretch that scalp and get that excess hair that's, that's from the Got to Pee glue or whatever. You just make sure you get all that excess hair out. Cleanliness is one of the major keys to barbering. Cleanliness. So we're done. Thank you for checking out this video. Like and subscribe. Become a member so we can keep on bringing y'all nothing but the hottest and dopest content. Subscribe to the channel today. We're just going to keep on uploading and giving y'all some great barber tips, helping y'all barbers who's coming in. We want to recruit some barbers to become barbers. So we're going to show you the lifestyle of a barber and how simple it is to make $50 off of a dark Caesar with enhancement. Just that easy. You see that? Game's over. Let's clean off that neck. Let's get him right and ready. And voila. Just look for any mistakes, look for anything, and he's done.